This is the Canucks home opening game for the 2023-2024 NHL season. And behind it, you're hearing music that I created with my co-composer Christian Watts right here in this home studio. So, how did we make this happen? Now, this story starts a long time ago, all the way before COVID in the year 2018. Now, Christian and I first met each other as we were both budding EDM artists trying to find our sound in the scene. Christian, producing under the name Wildcards, had his first big break doing a bunch of remixes for the channel Trap City of popular songs. At around the same time, my Miles Away project first got its big break doing the same thing but on Trap Nation. We both chatted a little bit and found it very comical how we had been doing almost the exact same thing to grow our music brands, but on two competing different channels and labels. Now, fast forward several years. Christian's project Wildcards had ended and I had parted ways with Trap Nation. Christian and I fell out of touch and we hadn't talked for several years when all of a sudden one day, I got a text message out of the blue from him. Christian, being a big fan of Nico Omalana, had heard the music I'd done for Nico and Gideon's hit YouTube series The Biggest Menace. If you haven't seen my track breakdown for how I did the music for that, go click it above. Little did I know, in the time since moving away from the EDM scene, Christian had been making a name for himself as a trailer music composer. So we linked up, started making music, and the rest is history. For today, I've invited Christian back to my studio to help us walk through how we made the music for an NHL team's official season soundtrack. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe. It really means the world to me, and let's get started. What's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going?
It's good. A lot of you know that hockey in general is a very dirty, raw, authentic sport that a lot of people enjoy. They wanted a raw piece of music.
Yeah, absolutely. So with this project, we were tasked to create a mix of a really exciting cinematic trailer song with something that also had elements of stadium rock to work in the Canucks home stadium, Rogers Arena.
When the script was delivered to us, it had a very heavy AI theme throughout it. We wanted to go in and create something that had a rock presence, but also a crossover with AI Sci-Fi type feeling.
So the first thing we did was we headed into the studio and recorded some guitars and synths for the intro. So this repeating synth melody you hear and the pads underneath were recorded on the Oberheim OB-X8, one of my favorite synths, and the Expressive E Osmos. Now pay careful attention as this melody comes up later in the song with the strings. The guitar was actually recorded all DI and with the Walrus Eons distortion pedal and ACS1 pedals. We also layered the live guitars with a contact bank for extra weight. This is how the guitars sounded once we got into Ableton, processed them, and cut them up.
Next, we hopped into Ableton, where we recorded and wrote some very large percussion for the track. For this section here, we layered a ton of different damage samples, including the Studio Armageddon. In this section, we created really cool call and response glitches and effects that tied in really nicely with the lab section that was happening on picture. For the effects, we processed them with erosion and distortion. At the time of composing the piece of music, we actually didn't know what the video was going to look like. However, when we delivered the video to the editors, that's when they went in and cut to picture.
The scene in which you hear the first really big part of the song is actually this inspirational montage where the Canucks are doing things like going through VR, breaking pieces of cement. So we really wanted to make sure that we had an exciting and loud change of chord progression for this section.
One of our favorite sections in this track is when we move to a triplet drum and riser section. Check it out.
This section really highlights the building intensity and segues perfectly into the next part of the video. So the second most important track in this picture that we composed is the final big epic payoff for when the Canucks are finally able to power up and defeat the AI. So for this section, we really wanted to change the feeling, emotion, and overall mood of the song to be something more heroic, almost like something you'd hear in a blockbuster like a Marvel movie.
In the opening section of Protocol V, you'll notice that there's horns that have a very raw, rocky type feel to them. For the original brass on Protocol V, it was created in 8Dio's Majestica 2.0.
After starting with that great energetic brass patch, we built out the intro of Protocol V to have a whole bunch of exciting synth sounds, impacts, and sound design to make it sound more modern and exciting.
In the video, there's a very important section where all the Canucks get together and really aim to establish themselves as a team.
Another element that we wanted to make sure matched what you were seeing on screen was you'll see the Canucks are holding a big chain, so we actually use samples of chains as percussion in this section. As you can hear, in between the huge percussion sounds are chain samples that we found inside Damage. So to really tie together the beginning and the end of the video, we decided to bring it home back to the theme of guitar to really hammer home that stadium rock feeling.
From the first act to the final act of the trailer, we really wanted to tie in the same elements that we started with. Here's the layering of the main epic orchestral section of Protocol V.
So that's how we made the official soundtrack for the Canucks home opener 2023-2024 season.
Let's head over to the game.
So today's the day. Finally get to see our handiwork on the big screen at Rogers Arena. Let's go. What's up, what's up?
We're going to the game.
Yes, we are. Finally get to see everything on the big screen. This is gonna be sick. So hopefully you enjoyed that breakdown, and hopefully that inspired you if you're a new music producer or a new composer trying to make a name for yourself in the scene. This journey is still very new for me, and I can't wait to take you on it with me. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay updated with everything that's happening in the world of Miles Away and my new composer project, Devin Belanger. Thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video.